All right, we're actually going to go into a wide stance. We're going to bend our knees, shoulders are going to shrug back, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then tuck the tailbone under, pull your belly button in, round through a stretch, and then inhale, tailbone out, and exhale, tuck it under. So just inhaling and exhaling to a cat-cow. And then I want you to take your left hand and put it on your, oh, yes, and do that same cat-cow, but you're off to one side. And come back through center, and then right hand to the left side and do that cat-cow. Oh, you're so cute. And then go back to center and keep rolling it out. So he needs a belly rub. So you are the star, baby. You are the star. All right, sorry. Shoulders up, back, and down. Pull your abs in, lift that chest. Is that something I need to know for class? Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Step it out. Give a little attitude, a little point of the toe, a little tap. Swing those arms the opposite way. All right, listen up. Little tricky move here. We're going to stay on one side and do those taps on the same, like tap, 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 tap. Back to singles. Get everybody together again. We're going to stay on the right. Here we go. Tap, tap, left. Tap, tap, singles. I'm not liking that, never mind. Feel normal. Swing those arms up and over. Tap those toes in front. Polish those windows, big arms. Knees up. Touch that hand to that opposite knee, and then begin to twist. 4, 3, we'll stay on the right and double time it. Four, 3, 2, 1. Step it out, hands on hips. Good. Then go back to that little kind of pointy toe, a little bit of a V-neck, a little not quite stomp. Arms go big, like you're mixing something in a giant bowl. Toes in front, arms up and over, polish those windows. So we're mixing things in a giant bowl, we're polishing windows, and then knees come up. In a moment, we'll double time the left and 4, 3, 2, left. Keep it going. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Tap. Woo. Shoulder rolls, opposite shoulders. Both shoulders. Both arms. Big arms. And swing them. Good. Toes in front again. Then you're going to take that toe front to the side, and you're going to give it a little twist. Four, 3, 2, 1. Keep those legs wide. Point those toes out. Hands on your thighs again. Extend that spine, but pull the ribs in this time. Drop that right shoulder in. Give it a good rotation, and then look over your left. Back through center, left shoulder in, up and over to your right. And then just lunge with it back and forth. Perfect. Good. Back to center. We're going to roll it under. Stick it out. Roll it under. Tailbone up. Roll it under. Tailbone up. Hands on your thighs, come up, tuck that tailbone under, roll those shoulders out of your ears, lift those heels, come down, plie. We're up on those toes the whole time. Adding on, heels come down as you come down, lift it up, add those arms if you want. As you press up, really extend up, feel those quads as you lift really high on those heels. Pause for a moment. Let's pause at the top. Let's sit down, pause at the bottom. Lift it up, pause at the top. Sit down, pause at the bottom. There you go, get that rhythm going. American rhythm, not Italian. Never mind. Sorry. Good. 2. Last one. Remember this? We're back here. Shoulders, elbows, arms, side to side, step touch. Twist it. 4, 3, 2, back to center. Hands on those thighs, shoulders out of your ears, extend that spine. Right shoulder goes in, left shoulder goes in, back to center, abs in, tailbone under, shoulders back and down, heels lift, sit a little deeper than you did before in your plie. Lift your heels up, drop them, lift them, drop them. So try and be as low as you feel like you can so that you feel your quads engaging. Isometric work here, but those calves are working as you do that heel raise, lift and lower. Three, 2, balance here. Sit a little deeper, really isolate those quads. Hopefully you feel this in your quads. Now your calves are in that isometric contraction. 4, 3, 2, woo, and 1. Bring it up. Shoulders roll back and down. Let's go ahead and get our equipment handy, please. We're going to start with that ball between our thighs. We're going to bring those feet into parallel, right? Just leave your weights in each hand for now. And we're just going to do that traveling straight line down. When you're ready, if you want, you can come down on your heels and come up on your toes as you come up and down. Good. And you're going to serve your platter, bend your elbows in. Serve your platter, bend your elbows in. Serve your platter, elbows come in, out in front and back in. So you're kind of making a circular motion. 4 more. 3. Last 2. Listen up. This one, stay down. Heels ground you, unless you want to try up on your toes. Now you go straight out. Bend the elbows the tiniest bit. Straight out. Straight out. Just biceps. Again, this is more about straightening the arms than bending the elbow. Reach to your fingers. Straight arms, straight arms, straight. Can you sit a little deeper? Can you pulse that ball? What? Squeeze, squeeze, straight, squeeze. 3, 7, 28, 2, and 1. All right. Let's set one, or actually set both weights in your chair for just a moment. Let's bring that ball behind the right leg. Give it a squeeze, bend that left knee. And we're going to pitch forward in that long spine. You can scoot your chair forward if you want. You can lean here, but there's no rounding of the shoulders if you choose to do that. Flex through the heel, squeeze, squeeze. If you want to add on, you're going to take that weight in your right hand. You're going to bend that elbow. Shoulder is up, back, and down. Palm is to the sky. So as you squeeze that ball, you extend that arm. Palm to the sky. Make sure that left knee is bent so that spine is long. Now just hold it, hold it, hold it. Straight arms and leg just stays, but we lift both to the sky. Good, bring it up. Quick break, we're not done with that leg quite yet. Take that right leg, cross the left. Stick that tailbone out, feel a nice stretch through that spine, and then round it, and then extend it again. All right, fall back behind that leg. Weight back in that right hand. Glue your knees together, bend that left knee. So get shorter. Leg is coming straight to the side. Arm is matching it, right? So medial deltoid work. If you want to test your balance, let go of that chair. So your obliques are actually working a little bit to help stabilize all this. Keep that going for me, please. Good. 4 more. 3, listen up. 2, last one, hold it up and out, heel in, squeeze, squeeze, hamstring curl, arm is out to the side, isometric, holding here, palm is down, elbow is higher than your wrist. 3, 2, and 1. Woo, bring that down. All right, take that right leg out and off to the side, bend that left knee, hinge so you get a long stretch. Back is flat. If you tuck your hip under, you'll be missing this hamstring stretch. So make sure you're sticking your booty up and out, and then rock back and put your weight on your left leg and roll your right toes up, and that should give you that stretch all the way down. Whew. And then we come up. We're going to cross that right leg over one more time. Send that booty up in the air. Give it a little side to side. Roll it under. All right, now let's go do those things on the other side, please. All right, so fall is going to be behind your left leg. Right knee is going to bend. Find your good position first. Hamstring curl. Squeeze the balls. Then if you want to add on, that left hand comes up. Elbow is bent, shoulders back and down, palm to the sky, press, press. Press as you squeeze. Elongate that back. Head in line with your spine. 4, 3, 2, just hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Let's take a quickie break. Cross that leg over. Extend that tailbone out. Roll it under. And then here we go again. Yippee. Fall behind that left leg. Right knee bend. So you get nice and, drop down by a couple inches. Raise that left leg to the side, but keep it back. Try not to bring it in front of you, right? And then add that left medial deltoid and right arm to the side if you want. You can actually emulate the same movement, or you can just leave that right arm up there for balance. Or you can keep it on the chair, of course. Two more. All right, we hold it up. We keep that arm in place. We squeeze, squeeze, hamstring curl. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. All right. Left leg out to the side, point those toes, and then bend that right knee. Roll up so your left toes are up in the air. Tailbone is long. Keep that going. Good. And then bring that up. Roll those shoulders up, back and down. Okay, here we go again. Move your equipment. This is part of the workout, right? Lifting your chair up and over, especially if you have a little kitty cat there. Okay. All right, so a little more tricep and a little more hamstring. So that ball is going back behind that right leg. Knees squeeze together this time. So we're standing tall. Notice if your booty is sticking out, I want you extended, abs drawn in, and then weight in that right hand. This time, pinky is to the sky. And all you're gonna, oh, you know what? I forgot something on that other side, didn't I? I knew I had. All right, just squeeze this hamstring. And then that right arm goes up. So your knees are staying together. So now you should feel this more in that medial hamstring. Let's lift and hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, lift and hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, lift and hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that going, lifting and stretching and holding. Lifting, stretching, holding, squeezing. 4 more like that as we hold at the top and we squeeze that ball. 3 more, hold at the top, squeeze that ball. 2 more, hold and squeeze. Last time, lift, squeeze, hold, squeeze your dumbbell harder, squeeze the ball harder, hold 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. All right, we're gonna do that on the other side, and I will add on what I missed on the other side. Sorry about that. So move things over to the other side, please. All right, so that ball goes behind your left leg. Let's do what we just did, and then I'll catch up with the other one. All right, we're standing up, knees are glued together. Start that hamstring curl, then when you're ready, pinky is toward the back of the room, and we extend. We're gonna hold at the top. We're gonna squeeze and hold at the top. Squeeze the ball, lift and hold at the top. Reach and hold. Tuck that booty under, mine was sticking out. Good, and again. And again. 2 more like that. Last one, hold it here, everything, isometric, squeeze, squeeze, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I still feel like I forgot something. All right, now, here's what I forgot on the other side. Here we were, right knee is bent, ball is behind that left knee, right? And then arm was up, I think. Now I really don't remember. Oh my goodness. All right, oh, I know. Straight arm lift and leg lifts. Palm is facing the sky now. Good, shoulder blade back and down. Abs in. And come on up. Woo. All right, now we are even. So we're gonna get a little quad work. Bring that weight with you. You can put that ball in the chair so that you're forced to sit towards the front of the chair. We've done this one quite a few times before. That ball, the weight is going on the front of your right leg below your knee. And you lift that leg up and you extend it till you feel this quad working. Now, I'm not holding the weight. I'm letting that weight rest on the shin. If you roll back, extend that spine. Other weight, right? So we're gonna press, press. So I'm pressing through that right heel and I'm doing a shoulder press with that left arm. You have shoulder issues, you're going here, right? A little bit smaller. Otherwise, all the way up if it's okay. But again, are you rolled back against the ball? Do your best to sit tall. Last one, hold everything. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. All right. Let's stretch out the front of that right leg. So just scoot over so that your right glute drops off. Bring that leg behind you and tuck the hip under. Just don't fall off your chair, please. And then let's come on back through center. One thing you might do is roll the ball up just the tiniest bit so it's closer to your low back than your tailbone. So that will help you stay in that extended spine. Weight on the front of your left leg. Extend it up, bend and stretch. Right arm presses up. Woo. Almost there. And we hold this one, holding and relaxing. All right, and now we stretch the front of that left leg, drop it off to the side. Good job. Let's come on up. All right, let's grab those weights. And we're going to take that ball between our lower legs above your ankles. All right, so we're going to start with just a calf raise, right? So we're going to lift those heels. And as we come down, we're going to try to do our best not to plunk into the heels, right? So keep your weight in your toes and the ball of the feet. Lift and lower with control. And then as you're ready, it's a bicep curl, but it's away from your body, right? Bend it, straighten it, keep it kind of away from you again. And then when you're ready, start moving those arms a little in front of you. Bending and straightening, lifting and lowering. So the arms are in front of you. And then you start that journey out again. I don't know about you guys, but my calves were really sore last week. And we're bringing those arms forward again. So you take about 4 counts to come in front, and then 4 counts to go back out to the side. Your biceps should be feeling this by now. Fronts of your shoulders. And calves, we're almost done. How about one more round? And then back out to the side, and we'll be done with these. All right. Weights and ball away for a moment. Let's take that left arm, palm to the sky, open it out, flex through the palm, and then pull it behind you. Imagine there's something behind you. If you do have a wall, you're welcome to put your palm against the wall and get that deeper stretch. Try not to twist into it, twist away from it. And then come back to center, right arm out, open. Here you go. Flex through that heel of the hand, and then bring it behind you. Again, trying to keep your chest pointed pretty much forward. If you have a wall, feel free to put that there. And then let's stretch out those calves. So step back with your left leg, toes pointed straight ahead. Right knee is bent. Lunge as deeply as you can. Don't leave your booty back there or you'll be missing out. And as you're ready, bend that left knee. Keep that heel pressing down. And then roll up. Now you're going to roll the toes out and the heel in. Bring that hip with you. Lunge into that right leg. And bend that left leg. Roll up on those toes. Toe turns in. Heel goes out. Lunge. And then bend that knee. And then roll up. And let's put the left leg in front, right leg behind. Press that heel down. Lunge into it. Keep pressing that right heel down. Keep that booty with you. Bend that right knee for a deeper stretch. Roll up on those toes. Toes out, heel in. Press that right hip forward. Then bend that right knee. Roll up on the toes. Now we go toes in, heel out. Press it forward. Bend that back knee. Very nice. And we'll bring that up. All right. Just because we can, we're going to do one lovely set of push-ups before we head down to the ground. Option, wide push-ups for your chest, narrow push-ups for your triceps, or one set out and one set in, not set, but halfway through. So when you're ready, bring it on down. As always, you can put your legs up in the chair for even more challenge. And let's do 8 of each kind or 16 of one. Or however many. If you're switching up, hopefully you're at switching point. Press it back. Let those hips sit back on your heels. Roll those palms up to stretch out that chest, and then let's cat-cow through. And you should be down on the ground. So just grab your ball and your weights with you, please. All right, and you will not need your chair, so you can scoot it out of the way. And let's go lying down position. We're going to start with one more. No, we're not going to do that tricep quite yet. We're going to bridge up. We're going to lift the hips and bring that ball underneath the tailbone. And then we're going to hug those knees in. You can keep your elbows down for balance for starters, or you can lift them up. Hug those knees in nice and close. Pull that belly button in. And then you're going to extend those legs up. And now I suggest you put your arms back down on the ground. But for more challenge in a moment, you can have those arms lifted. Point those toes. First thing I want you to do is sink the ribs in, so you don't want them popped up. And then as you're ready, you're going to inhale, lengthen those legs. Make sure your low back is still tucked. Flex through the heel and exhale, come up nice and slowly. Inhale, point and reach. Hold, exhale, flex and lift. So inhale, point and reach. Exhale, flex and lift. And let's just keep that going for now. When you get to your most challenging spot, stay there for a moment before you lift back up slowly with control. Try not to roll your hips up over your head, right? So just extend and then come back till your heels are over your hips. And again, if you want that extra challenge, your arms come off the ground. Depending on how wobbly your ball is, you may get some bonus love. All right, bend those knees, bridge up, lift those hips off the ground, bring that ball up between your ankles, legs go up again, pull those ribs in, same exercise, only this time we hold at that challenging position. We're gonna squeeze the ball and hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then we come back up again. Reach and hold, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And exhale up. And keep that going for me, reaching, holding at the bottom, squeezing that ball, and lifting back up. That squeeze should give you a lot of extra love in those abs. Two more times, reach and hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, reach, hold, squeeze, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, bend those knees in. Take a moment here. And now we're gonna bring that ball, if you like, behind your head. You can bring it a little lower. If it doesn't bother your neck, you can bring it in between your shoulder blades. But I like having a little bit of support for the head. We're gonna bring both weights into your left hand, or you know what, do your non-dominant hand. So for me, that is my left hand. Both weights in the left hand. Right hand on the left rib cage. So do the opposite if you're using your right hand. Deep breath in. On the exhale, sink the ribs down. And as your arm reaches over your head, don't let them pop up. So find that challenge, keep your ribs down, and then bring that arm straight above you. Inhale, up and over. Don't let the ribs pop up, and exhale back. Up and over. Ribs stay down. Up and over. Ribs stay down. 2 more times like that, up and over, ribs stay down. 1 more time, up and over, leave it there, bend the elbow, pinky to the sky, straighten the elbow, and then come up and over, bend, straighten, come up and over, bend, straighten, and up and over, bend, straighten, up and over, bend, straighten, and up. 2 more times, up and over, bend, straighten, up. Last time, up and over, bend and straight, straight, straight. Finish off those triceps. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. you shift your weights into your opposite hand, your dominant hand, opposite hand on your rib cage, arm goes up overhead, pinkies to the sky, but don't let those ribs pop up, and then right up above you again. Reaching up and over and above you. Up and over and straight above you. Notice if your body is wobbling, try and stabilize and not let that happen. 2 more with a straight arm. Good, this time up and over, bend, straighten, and come straight above. Up and over, bend, straighten, and above. Up and over, bend, straighten. Up and over, bend, straighten. Somebody was a little worried this morning, bend and straighten. Up and over, bend, straighten. Up and over, bend, straighten. Good, 2 more times. Good. All right, up and over, and we straighten and straighten and straighten. Polish off those triceps. 3, 17, 22, and 1. Woo. All right. Take your right arm across, tap your left shoulder, and then lift it over your head. If you can let it rest on the ball, it'll give you that passive stretch. And then shake that out. Left arm, tap your right shoulder, bring it up over your head. Beautiful. All right. Let's just bring that ball behind your knees for just a quick second for a nice stretch of that low back. Maybe we'll do some circles on the ceiling with your knees. Good. And then arms into a T. Don't worry, we're not done. Knees drop left. Spinal twist here. Good. Up and over, spinal twist right. Beautiful. All right. So a little combo here. Put that ball between your knees. Take your weights and put them on your hip flexors, right at your hip crease. You're just going to use your peace sign fingers on each hand to press those hips, push those weights against the hips. First thing I want you to do is squeeze that ball and then lift those hips up in the air. So you feel your glutes here, and then we're going to drop, lift, squeeze. Everything is going on, right? We have weights on those hips. We're squeezing that ball at the top. Should be getting some glutes, a little bit inner thigh here. See how high you can lift, keep flexing through those heels. Four more like this. Last 2. Last one, stay up. Get a little higher. Walk your feet a little farther away. Roll your toes up. Press even higher. Hold. Squeeze that ball. 8, 7. Squeeze a little harder. Lift a little higher. 3, 2, and 1. Bring that down. Keep everything handy. We're not done. All right. This time, both feet are on that ball. Right, so that creates that challenge. We're going to lift those hips up in that bridge, up and down. So you should feel a little more hamstring here. 2 more like this. Last one, leave the hips up, roll the ball forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Here we go, down, up, roll out and in, down, up, roll out and in, down, up, out and in. Good, keep that going. So we've got that hip lift and that hamstring curl. And then relax. All right, I think we're going to leave it at that, unless we decide to do more single leg in a minute, but for now, we're going to leave that. All right, let's bring that ball onto the fronts of the ankles, curl up a little ball, and start rolling like a ball. Pause when you get to the top, and then roll back down, and pause at the top, and roll back down this time. Pause at the top, and then put your feet down. Bring that ball behind you to your sacrum, and then lean back. Shoulders up out of your ears. Weights in, one weight in each hand. Make sure you're not rounding those shoulders, so give me a nice squeeze back. Open those arms into a little bit of a V for extra challenge, and then you're rotating side to side. Lead with the back arm. You want to add on, lead with the front arm. You want to add on that back arm is going to lift. Up overhead, reach to one side, up overhead. Make sure you're not grinding into that ball. If you feel like you are, sit a little higher, because this is more about the rotation than the flexion. Two more. And back to center. Shift yourself up on top of that ball, please. Bend your knees. Sit nice and tall. Exhale, hinge forward, and then round and collapse into it. Knees are bent, drop your head. Place your hands on that floor. Straighten out your arms to straighten out your spine. And lift up nice and tall. And you're going to bring your legs straight if that's okay with you. If you have tight hamstrings, you might keep a bend in them. Flex your heels back towards you, and you should feel a little unstable sitting on this ball. Bring your arms out to the side. You're going to rotate towards me, and then you're going to give it 2 more little rotations. Inhale back to center, other way. Inhale, center, back to me. Inhale, center, away. Now, you want to add some challenge to that. Walk your heels in so they're no more than that width apart. Sit tall. Center. Center. And then if you want that last challenge, your feet come together, toes are flexed back towards you, twist, twist, woo, twist, twist. Once you go in that position with your feet together, you should be really wobbly. So if you fall off the ball, go back to a slightly wider stance. High knee. Good. And relax. Let's roll off that ball. Let's let it come behind us, down into kind of your low back area. Bring your left knee in for a moment. Extend it up. Roll your shoulders out of your ears and lift your upper body towards it. Walk up. Maybe you can grab that left toe. And then bring that left knee. Right knee comes nice and close in. Then extend that leg up. Walk up. Maybe you can grab those right toes. But make sure you didn't hunker into the ball. I did. And then bring that down. You know it's coming both legs off the ground. You're not rounding in that upper back. You're staying extended. You're going to lift those legs up. You're not going to hold here. You're going to lift up, right? So I'm not rounding into the ball. I'm using it for some support as I stay lifted here, walking up towards those ankles. And then if you want to let go, see if you can let go without the legs lowering at all. Holding 4, 3, lift the chest, 2 and 1. Woo, bring that in. Toes are still off the ground. If that was good enough, one of those, that's fine. You want another one, here we go. Knees in really close. Then you extend those legs up and you walk up to the ankles so that instead of holding and rounding, you can lift up, right? So I'm lifting up towards my legs rather than pulling my legs towards me. And then you can try that balance and then bring that down. One more if you want, here we go. Knees in really close. So you do kind of roll back now. Then you extend your legs up and then instead of rolling back, you lift up, 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 and then you can let go. Leave the legs up there and then bring it down. Woo! That was a lot. All right, let's come on back over onto our, not back, but let's go onto our side here. Do a little bit of side planking work here. So we're going to start, as always, elbow underneath you. Press the shoulder back, lift up out of it, engage those lats. Whichever you want, whatever form you want to do for your side plank is fine. Sorry, I didn't roll this up. But once you get there, I want that ball just where it's barely touching you. Give it the tiniest little squeeze and then lift off of it. A tiny squeeze and lift. Tiny squeeze, little squeeze and lift, little squeeze and lift, squeeze and lift, squeeze, lift, squeeze, lift, squeeze, lift. Hold 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it out from under you. Option to stay there, or if you want to try that ball balance, put the left foot on or bottom foot on first. Top leg goes in front. Create space for that foot, and then lift up in your side plank. And gently down. Woo. All right, let's do the other side. So if you like to have that mat folded up, do so. Press that shoulder back, lift up out of it, engage those legs. Come into your side plank when you're ready. Bring that ball where it barely touches you. Now we get the tiniest squeeze and we lift up. Tiny squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze, lift. Squeeze, lift. Squeeze, lift. Squeeze, lift. Almost there. Good. So feel free to repeat that or try your balance if you want. If you're doing the balance, bottom leg first, room for that front foot, and then find it. And woo! Let's go over onto our abs. Ball out in front of you. Let's get a little bit of posture work here. So the hands are on top of the ball. Let's do feet about hip width apart. The toenails, as always, are down. Arms are straight. Push down on the ball to lift yourself up, but not so much that you feel this in your low back, just a little bit in your upper back. And then roll the shoulder blades together, extending a little more, tuck the chin back, the neck is long. Exhale down, deep breath in. Make sure your kneecaps are lifted to engage those quads and those glutes. Press down on the ball, squeeze back, hold, and drop down. Deep breath in, exhale, press down, lift up, and give it a squeeze. And forward. Press down to lift and squeeze. Good. Press to lift and squeeze. And relax. 2 more times. Press, lift, squeeze. And relax. Last time. Press, lift, squeeze. Push down on the ball. Drop the shoulders, round them in. Imagine your hands are going to the outside of the ball. And bring that down. Bend those knees. Let's windshield wiper a little bit side to side. And then press back. Resting position. Hips on your heels. Or you can use that ball if you prefer, to give yourself a little more space. And then we travel forward and roll on over onto your spine. Ball with you. Actually, you know what? If your weights are handy, let's grab a weight. If they're not, don't worry. You can use a ball. Right knee in, ball or weight behind the hamstring. Hug it in, and let's draw a circle in one direction and then the other. And then keep that knee up and over to the right. Drop the left leg open. Back through center, left leg is going to straighten out. Flex through the left heel. Press that right heel to the sky, and then take that weight up behind the calf. Flex and point. Good. Give me some circles. Both ways. Good. Bend that knee again. And now we're going to pull that across towards your left shoulder, and we're going to slip the weight onto the outside of the hip so you feel a deeper stretch. So I'm using that weight. I'm actually going to switch hands like that to increase that stretch. And then as you're ready, you can let that leg drop across. The other weight can go under your right hand if you like. And then weights off to each side. Bend that right knee. Drape it across the left thigh. We're going to thread the needle. And we're going to use both weights behind that left hamstring to pull that leg in a little closer and press out with that right elbow. Good. And then move your weights out of the way, crisscross at your legs. Put the weights on top again. Hug those knees in a little closer, feel a little deeper stretch. You can move the weights down the shin and see how that changes things. And then arms into a T, knees drop to your right. Good. Use your right elbow, push back through center, and knees drop left. Uncross, straighten those legs. Woo, bend both knees, weight behind your left leg. Hug it in. Draw a circle in one slow direction and then the other. Left leg out to the left, right leg to the right. Good. Back through center, straighten the right leg, flex through the heel, bring that left knee closer, flex that left leg up, and then up the calf, that weight goes, point and flex. And circle. Good. Weight behind the knee as you bring it towards the right shoulder, and then just slip it out so it's on the outside of the hip or the outside of the thigh to increase that stretch. And then it slides under your left hand as the leg comes to your right. Back through center. And let that left leg drop open. Bend your right knee. Grab both weights, thread your needle. Left elbow pushes against the left thigh. And then crisscross and put the weights over that right shin. And you might just play with bringing it lower down, moving those hips a little bit side to side. And then, sorry, when you're ready. Okay, nice hardwood floors. Here we go, knees drop left. And then up over and knees drop right. I don't know if I'm gonna put this on YouTube. Good. Straighten out those legs as you come back through center. Arms up overhead, point those toes, elongate the front of your body, and then flex to the heels, tuck the hips under, elongate the back side of the body. And then when you're ready, you're gonna roll up a vertebra at a time if you can, or if that doesn't work for you, roll over to your side. Meet knee, hands and knees. Left arm way out in front, right knee right in front, cat-cow. And then everything squares up, right hand way ahead, left knee way ahead, and we cat-cow. Beautiful. And then let's come into a regular cat-cow. And then finally, find that high. Actually, you know what? Let's do a little hover here. So we're in a boxy shape. Tuck your toes, lift the knees, hover, and then press back. And let's pedal out, one heel at a time, wide stance, walk it back. Drop your head, nod yes, and shake no. Bend your knees, hands on your thighs, exhale, round. Inhale, extend, shoulders out of your ears, hands to your heart. Lift it up. We thank you guys for being here, Nutmeg and I.